You know that feeling, right? The holiday season is supposed to be all about joy, but often it comes with a side of pretty serious financial stress. Well, today, we're going to change that. Let's walk through a plan to turn that end-of-year money anxiety into a Christmas that's actually, peaceful.
Okay, let's be real for a second. You see the sparkling lights, you hear the festive music, but in the back of your mind, there's that little cha-ching of a cash register on a loop. If you've ever felt that little pang of holiday spending anxiety, trust me, you are so not alone. This just captures it perfectly, doesn't it? That feeling of being suddenly buried in costs for gifts, parties, and travel. Man, it can feel completely overwhelming before you even get your tree up.
All right, so let's start by naming the beast, shall we? We're calling this the holiday spending trap, and for good reason. It is so easy to fall into without even realizing it.
And the usual suspects. That gift list, it just seems to grow and grow. Then you've got all the invites to parties and dinners, the cost of just getting home, and then, oh yeah, the big one. That credit card bill that shows up in January like a ghost of Christmas past. Ugh.
But here's the good news. It really truly doesn't have to be this way. We're about to walk through a super clear, actionable playbook that's going to help you sidestep that trap completely. We're talking about a holiday with way more meaning and a lot less regret.
So how do we actually build this playbook? Well, it all starts with a preseason blueprint. Because when we're talking about your money, being proactive isn't just helpful, it's literally your superpower.
So what does this look like in the real world? The first step is to set one single, realistic spending limit for the whole season. For our plan today, let's just pick a number. How about $800? This number, this is our North Star for every single decision we make from here on out.
Okay, so from that total, we break it down into categories. Maybe $400 for gifts, $150 for food, $100 for travel. You get the idea. And look, this isn't about restriction. It's about empowerment. It's a roadmap that tells you exactly where your money is going so you never feel lost.
And we can get even more detailed with that big gifts category. Just make a list, right? Every single person you're buying for, and you assign a specific spending limit to each one. Think of this little table as your shield against those impulse buys and that last-minute panic. It keeps you laser-focused.
All right, plan in hand. Now it's game time. It's time to navigate the actual shopping season. This is where we put that awesome strategy in action with some smart, deliberate moves.
And here it is, the golden rule. It's so simple, but man, is it powerful. If you can't pay for it in full right now with money you have, don't buy it. That's it. This one simple principle helps you dodge all that credit card debt and those sneaky buy now, pay later traps that can haunt you for months.
There are really only two ways to go about this. You've got path number one, last-minute panic buying. It's stressful, it's frantic, it's more expensive, and it always leads to overspending. Or there's path number two, smart early shopping. We're talking October, November. It's calm, you find way better deals, and you can actually stick to your plan. The choice seems pretty clear, right?
Of course, Christmas isn't just about the gifts under the tree. It's the celebrations, the food, the decorations, the whole shebang. So let's talk about how to manage those costs with that same level of finesse.
Food. It's one of the biggest hidden costs of the holidays, for sure. But these 4 little steps make it totally manageable. Plan your menu, make a super detailed list, and, okay, this is the hard part, you have to stick to it. No impulse buys in the cookie aisle. And my personal favorite tip, share the load. A potluck makes everything better. The meal is more fun, and it's so much lighter on everyone's wallet.
So what about those huge families or big groups of friends or your office coworkers? The idea of buying a gift for every single person is, well, it's daunting. This is where the absolute genius of Secret Santa comes in. You focus your budget and all your thoughtful energy on just one person. It totally reduces the pressure, it cuts costs, and honestly, it often leads to a way more meaningful gift.
And you've got to remember to track everything. I'm talking about those festive coffees, the pretty wrapping paper, the cost to mail a package. They all seem so small on their own, right? But believe me, they add up so fast and can blow a hole in your budget if you're not paying attention.
Okay, so we've got the tools, we've got the budget, but beyond all the numbers and the lists, the real gift you can give yourself this year is a little shift in mindset about what the holidays are really all about.
Let this one really sink in for a second. Joy isn't proportional to how much you spend. It's just not. Think about it. The holiday memories you cherish the most, they probably have nothing to do with expensive gifts, right? They're about watching those classic movies together, or maybe volunteering, or just sharing a quiet moment. That's the real return on investment.
And speaking of investing, let's play the long game. Imagine this. Come January, you set up a tiny automatic transfer to a Christmas fund. Even just $25 a month gets you to $300 by next December without even thinking about it. See, this isn't just about saving for one holiday, it's about creating a sustainable, stress-free tradition year after year.
And here's one last pro tip for playing that long game. You know those after Christmas sales, when everything goes on clearance? That is the absolute best time to stock up on stuff like wrapping paper, cards, and decorations for next year. We're talking 50, even 70% off. It's a no-brainer.
Because ultimately, this is what it's all about, right? A holiday season that's defined by connection and gratitude, completely free from the shadow of that January credit card bill.
So, I'll leave you with this one question. Forget about all the stuff for a second. What is the one moment, the one experience, the one feeling that you really want to focus on creating this Christmas? Because that's where the real value is. Thanks for listening.